Hi there everybody, you're traveling with Jack, and as I always say, my heavenly wife Pam. And I've had some folks ask me an interesting question. They said, hey, could you give us a review of what it's been like, your experience, using the 6x12 U-Haul trailer to move across the country? And I will tell you, I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to moving. Me and my lovely bride Pam, we lived in a total of, dare I say it, 14 states. We loved seeing and going to different places. Now, oftentimes we would have a full service mover, but every now and then we'd do it the U-Haul way. So your question is, the 6x12 trailer, what's it like? Well, first of all, it's got a lot more room than you would think. It's just as it says, 6 feet wide, 12 feet long. It's about 5 feet tall, but here are one of the keys to being able to pack efficiently. You see that box right here that I've got? This Lowe's box. Also, the boxes are a little cheaper if you buy them at Lowe's and Home Depot. That's a small box. I have several of those, along with several of the medium-sized boxes that I use to box up everything. That is really, really important. You use the same size boxes. They go in the trailer perfectly, and that helps you maximize your space, is having everything in the same size boxes. If you have 15 different sizes, it's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together, and it's really difficult. But when you have all the same size boxes, they go directly in the trailer, they stack perfectly from floor to ceiling and from side to side, and then you don't get all that shifting and such as well. Now, I would open up the trailer for you, but it is packed right to the back, and I'm on the road right now. In fact, if you look at the scenery here, I'm outside of Tucson, Arizona. It says on there, holds a queen size bed. It does indeed. I've got a queen size mattress and box spring. I've got 2 big screen televisions, and then I've got some household goods and things in boxes that I boxed up in there. Now, I also, for this move, ended up ordering furniture from Wayfair. I sold all of the furniture in our house and got good prices for it. I used the Facebook marketplace, got good prices for it. I then ordered Wayfair furniture delivered right to my doorstep. It's in perfectly sized containers, all the same size. So I've actually got a couch, 2 chairs, bar stools, and a bedroom set all inside the 6x12 trailer because it's all in the same size containers. Okay, so it's not strewn about. So that also makes it a stress-free move. All right, now I'm towing with a Toyota Highlander. This is a 2005. Why would I get a new one when this one works just fine? It's been a great vehicle, and the towing capacity is excellent. I'm towing the 6x12 trailer. I've had no problem going over mountains and such. Haven't had an issue so far with any overheating, anything like that. I've got the 6-cylinder front wheel drive Highlander. Now you want to be sure to have a good set of tires for the trip. And then I've, of course, got the tow package that I purchased with this vehicle. And so the 6x12 trailer hooks up just fine. Now, you always want to check your chains and make sure everything is still in good shape there. So that's about it. Oh, I know the other thing. People always ask me, what about the gas mileage? Well, with the Highlander, under a normal conditions, without pulling a trailer, I'll get maybe 21, 22 miles to the gallon. Pulling this big bad boy here, well, it drops down. I'm getting about 13, 14 miles to the gallon. Interesting point too, the move out of Oregon to Tennessee, which is where I'm headed, there's actually a trailer and truck shortage, and the rates are extremely high. This would end up costing me $662. I mean, not outrageous, but I saw rates for trucks that were like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Forget that. Sell your stuff and just get a trailer, because your stuff, unless it's high-end stuff, isn't worth that type of fee. Now, I noticed too, as I came through Tucson though, an interesting thing, there was a U-Haul dealer just off the interstate, had on its sign, specials to Southern California. They were offering trucks and trailers for $189. That's incredibly cheap. The reason being, they have no trucks and trailers in California to get people out of the state, so they need equipment coming in the state, so they'll give people really low rates. Well, you may get a low rate to move into California, but then living there is going to be really expensive. Great state, mind you. We lived there 15 years, loved it. So that's about it. I hope this has helped you out. Maybe if you're going to be making a move and considering a U-Haul trailer, that's just my tips. That's what's worked for me. And yes, I do have some things in the back end of the car. Not a lot. It's mostly just some clothes and things, and a couple of art, excuse me, a couple of art pieces and such too, that I want to make sure that they, ride really, really safe. So that's it. Hey, hope that helps you out. And as always, be sure and subscribe to our channel. Share it with others. That's Traveling with Jack and Pam. I've also got a podcast I'd love for you to check out from any of your major podcast providers. You can download it. It's called The Jack Church Show. It's more about handling grief and loss in your life and how to keep moving forward, because that's a big part of my life now. I lost my beautiful wife, Pam, and that's why I'm moving back to Tennessee as well, to kind of reconnect with family and friends. Until we see you again, as I always say, make it a great day, and better yet, let's make it a better tomorrow. Bye-bye from Tucson, Arizona, on the way to Nashville.